Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Mike, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a four-way step to glossy text. So if you're thinking about making some type of glossy text in a way, I'm going to show you four simple steps in creating, or four different ways in creating glossy text. As you see here, this is one of them. Well, in a way, two of them, but I'm using a more obvious one. This wave gloss type effect going on like that. And if I just open up my layer styles and just turn that off, and I'll apply my other one, which is more like an app style gloss where it's coming from the top like that. And the next is more of a directional type of gloss or shine, where let's say if it's a directional coming from here, you'll see the light shine off like that. I just put some of the light here because of, just because of that, that this whole lighting situation right here in the background, that was all optional. That was way before I even did the lighting and stuff. So as you can see, I did the underglow, the light type thing there. And where is that background coming from? Oh yeah, right there. There we go. Alright, cool. So basically this is how it is. And so I showed you 1, 2, and obviously 3, which is the directional, and 4, you may not recognize it, but if you use a layer style, of course everybody uses layer styles normally to depict lighting sometimes. You can show that within your layer style. So this one is more I guess top lighted, depending on how you situate your layer style and um, what direction of the lighting and stuff like that. Mine is more of a, I forget what degree angle of it, but yeah, as you can see, the white lining on the text would simulate light in a way that's shining onto the text. And this happens to be my double-edged layer style that you guys can check out on my website. Let me just invert that for you guys so as you can see the double edge right there. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to start off with my basic background, black, and here's my text. So I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to drag out my elliptical marquee tool, and I'm going to make sure the feather is at 0. You can make it, depending what type of effect you want. You can make like a nice feather effect or whatever. So this one I'm just going to leave it at 0. I'm going to first show you the app style. Basically all you have to do is just draw an ellipse over your text, and that looks fine. And select the gradient tool, make sure it's set to white, and select that white to gradient. And then you want to start from the bottom up like that. Oops, I'm going to make sure, well yeah, it's set right. I just gotta make sure it's above my text. Just put it right there. Alright, and deselect, and as you can see, there's the gloss. So as you can see, there's a big, ellipse over the text. So to just make that go away, just control click on the text, then select that gloss layer that we made, and hit that layer mask. What that does is take out everything besides the text, and there you go. There's the app style gloss right there, and you can just drop the opacity if you want it to look a little more minimalistic type. Not minimalistic, but a little more cool. So that's one style. Alright, oops, bring that back. Alright, so the next one is to actually give it a directional one. So we want to control click on that text that we made, and select that gradient tool, create a new layer, and make sure it's white to transparent. And depending on where your lighting is, so let's say we bring back in that background, right, and the light is coming from there, you can actually go ahead and situate where you want your light to come from like that, maybe a little further away like that. So as you can see, if I to make it more of a lighting situation where it's going on each text, you want to make a new layer for each, and then start over, Okay, maybe not. Anyway, it worked for me in without me doing a video, but I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway, so as you can see, if I deselect, the light is coming from the left and that's shining on the M, and that looks pretty good. So depending on your lighting, that's when you will use that directional lighting type of gloss effect type thing. All right. Next is, what's next? Okay, we did that. That. Okay, cool. So we're gonna create a new layer for this one. This one is gonna involve the pen tool, and depending on how you want your curves to be on your text, you just wanna go ahead and make some swirly gloss that curvature right there, and then select outside of the text and connect it, and now you have your basic wavy gloss. Now what you want to do is select your paths, or go to windows and window and go to path, and then this should come up. You want to right click and make selection and press OK. Now it's gonna make a nice selection around your text. That new layer we made, we're gonna select our gradient, and from bottom up, or depending on however you want it, just go apply your gradient just like that, and deselect, and doing that same step when we control click on the text and select our our wavy gloss and select that layer mask, and there we go. So you can drop the opacity down if you want, like that, maybe about a 40, 30, 35 looks fine, and there you go. So there's your four way step to a glossier text. And well, actually, let me go right into the layer style real quick to kind of give you an overall look. You guys probably already know this. On the bevel and emboss effect, it kind of gives you the glossier look to it. So you can increase the size. Most people overdo it with the size and everything, but to better make it look like a glossy text, increase the size, and you want to make sure, depending on however you want your shine to come from, you want to adjust the angle. So let me see, 120 is fine normally. So as you see, there's that top layer gloss, and it works well with, it just works well sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't, depending on what type of font you're using. This one is like a wide width font, so it works fine. Then you can adjust, the gloss contour. Oops. Okay. The gloss contour. And I'm not sure what just happened, honestly. Okay. Maybe I adjusted it wrong. Alright, so yeah, you can adjust the gloss contour. And if you double click on it, you can actually edit the contour. So you can edit it to how high or low the gloss is, just like that. And it's pretty fun. It's really easy. I'll go into that in another review. And so yeah, that's pretty much what you do to add some gloss to your layer style. And you can within that bevel and emboss, you can decrease the highlight. So if you don't want it to be as bright, you can adjust that. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That's the 4-step way to making a glossier text within Photoshop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out my website at cmykarts.com. Follow me on Twitter at cmykarts with a Z at the end. And if you want, you guys can check me out on Facebook, my personal Facebook page, where I just post and vent and all types of stuff. Alright, so it's me, Mike. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.